We want to deploy the code from sandbox to production. We want to deploy the code from sandbox to production. How do you deploy the code from sandbox to production? Let us see. If we want to deploy the code from sandbox to production, we have sandbox 294. Here we have full sandbox 294. I want to deploy from one sandbox to another sandbox or one sandbox to production. If you want to deploy, let us say I will take. Okay. Now, if you want to deploy the code from sandbox 294 to full sandbox 294, what should happen? First, we need to enable the settings. So go to deploy. In the deploy, what are we finding here? Deployment settings. Go to deployment settings. Here, you specify from which sandboxes you want to allow the changes. I want to allow the changes from production 294. From the sandbox, I want the changes to be deployed. Then, similarly, so the sandbox is allowing the changes from where? From production 294, it is allowing the changes. That means, from that sandbox, I can deploy the code to the sandbox. At the same time, let us see the other. We are going with other sandbox. Go to deployment settings. Sand 284. From sandbox 284, I am accepting the changes. So enable import changes. So if I enable import changes, we are allowing the changes from the sandbox to this sandbox. Okay. Similarly, go to the production. Let me go to the production. Let me go to the production. I'm going to the production. What is the URL I give? That's it. Reward. Login.com. I have settings. Then, if you want the changes to be, deployed from a sandbox to production, go to this deploy. You'll find here deployment settings. Go to the deployment settings. Here we have SAND 294. Edit. What is the option we have? Hello. It means from that sandbox, we are allowing the deployments into production. So from whichever the sandbox you want to allow the deployments, go to the sandbox, go to deployment settings. From whichever the sandbox you want to allow the changes, click on edit, allow. So production is accepting the changes from that sandbox to production. Is that was clear? Okay. Once you are done with this, you want to write a code and deploy. How do you want to deploy? Let us see. Now I am going with the code, logging into your account. Now, I want to write a code in this sandbox and I want to deploy. So let me write a code. I want to write some code and deploy. Go to developer console. I'm writing a basic level of code. First, I'm creating one custom object here. What I'm doing, create object, new custom object, some student. Then I'm creating some tab. I'm creating a custom object. I'm creating a tab. Then I'm creating a couple of custom fields. New custom field, currency. I create a custom object, custom tab, and I'm creating some fields here. Amount. I'm creating some formula field. Tax, tax, I'm taking amount, 10% of amount is a tax. Next, next. Now I'm writing some validation rules also I'm writing. I have created a field, I have created a formula, I'm writing a validation rule. Go for the validation rule. It is null of amount. If amount is null, throw error message. Right, I created this. Now I'm creating some program on this. I want to create some programs. I want to create one effects class. I want to create one trigger. I'm giving text exit. I'm giving a method here. Required column. Basic example. This is a class what I wrote. When I want to deploy this class, if you want to deploy any class, we have read test classes. Anything that you want to deploy into production, it should have the corresponding test classes. So I have written a class here. I'm writing a test class. How do I write a test class? With the data of these tests, static void, test. Then what I'm doing? Example. E dot. If boundary is working properly, what will happen? System dot asset equals E dot. The key dot name should be conditional. I wrote a class, I wrote a test class. Now run it, test the code coverage. Got the code coverage. Similarly, I am writing a trigger on each object. On student object, I am writing a trigger. Then I told for print s student s trigger dot new s dot amount equal to. So whenever a new student is created, amount equal to 10,000. Some modification, a basic trigger. Right. Then I am writing a test class for this. Student test. So we write at the top is test. Starting void. Then I'm trying to insert new student. So you don't. I give insert. When you give insert HTTP, now if everything is working fine, trigger is running properly, select mail ID equal to. If trigger is working properly, then system dot asset equals It should give what? Because I have 9,000, but if trigger is working properly, it should be 10,000. Am I right? If trigger is working properly, the value of amount should be 10,000. I wrote a class, I wrote a trigger, I want to test it. Right. Go to this. Check the code coverage. You got the code. Now, whatever you want to deploy, create them like outbound change set. From the sandbox, whatever you want to deploy into production, from the sandbox, whatever you want to deploy into production, from the sandbox, whatever you want to deploy into sandbox, then we have to create them as outbound change set. Go back to this. In the deploy, what are you finding here? So on the sandbox, you have created whatever you want. When you want to deploy, create them like an outbound change set. Create a new, then we got here sprint 2, requirement 2, backlog 1. On 24th, we are deploying. Version 1 point. Now, so we got the format. Now, what do you want to deploy? Add to change set. So I want to add to the classes. First, I want to go to the object, custom objects. What I created. So is a custom object here. What I want to deploy? Whatever you want to deploy, add them to change set. Once added, what are you finding here? View. There is a view dependencies. It's showing all amount field, amount validation rule, page layout, trigger, tags, formula field, what all you have created. And along with this, I want to add classes. Which classes you want to deploy? Eclipse classes. What are the Eclipse classes? Example tester, student tester, next example. These are the classes what I want to deploy to production. Whatever you want to deploy, add them. So it may be class, object, field, workflow, whatever you want to deploy, add them to. Then once again check are there any dependencies? No dependencies. Everything is added. Then once everything is added, you have an option. What is this? Upload. So you are from sandbox, you are uploading to what? Production or full 294. We have so many sandboxes. Why only full 294? Because only those sandboxes have accepted your changes. Then I am selecting this. Upload. Instead of this, you can select production. You select production and it will go to production. Upload. Now, the changes what you created in the sandbox, now they are getting uploaded to what? 294 sandbox. I want. I'm logging into this. So what did I do? From the sandbox, whatever you want to deploy, you created an outbound change set, added all the elements to the outbound change set, added all the things to outbound change set, then you upload it to production. Now in the production, you're going to receive them in inbound change set. We have inbound change set. From sandbox, you're going to upload them like outbound change set. In the production, we are going to receive them like a inbound change set. So whatever the changes that you want to deploy, you're going to upload them in the form of outbound change set. You're going to upload them in the form of outbound change set. Whatever that you uploaded in the form of outbound change set, they will be received in the production in the form of inbound change set. It will take some time. That's the reason I prefer to go with Eclipse. Right. So you will receive the files. You will receive the files. Outbound change set. Upload to. When you uploaded, what we have got? We received in the form of inbound. When you click on import ChangeSet, go to the production. In the production we have import ChangeSet, then you will be receiving the files. Once you receive the files, what is it? From Sandbox 24, it is received, uploaded by Satish. There is a sprint 2, requirement backlog 1 on 24th, version 1.0 I uploaded to. Now, once I received, then I need to go for validate. Always validate before you deploy. Click on validate. When you click on validate, it is asking, do you want me to run? Do you want me to run all the test classes, or local test classes, or specific test classes? Default means, look at the point. When it says default, no tests are executed in the production. Default behavior in the sandbox. No tests are executed in the production. All the local tests are executed if you have ChangeSet contain FX classes are triggers. Except the ones originated from the managed package. Except the managed package, everything will be all the test classes which are there. All the test classes which are there. All the test classes which are there in your upload. Whichever the files you uploaded, then upload. What all the test classes are there, they will be executed. Then run local test. Local list of what? Local list of what? Of your organization. All the tests of your organization are going to be executed. Run all of your organization as well as the manager packages. Local test classes, manager package. Default is what? When you use the default, no tests are executed in the production. All the local tests are executed if the ChangeSet contains FX classes are triggers. So, if you say default, it is going to execute all the test classes of your production and the test classes of what you uploaded. When you say local test, only execute the test classes of your organization, not from the ChangeSet. When you say run all test classes, everything from your organization, ChangeSet, and if there are any manager packages, even they will run. Boss, don't run all of them, only the test classes, whatever I am giving, only execute those test classes. I am going to give the name. I am going to give the name. What are the names I am going to give? If you look at this, example test, student test. Don't run all the test classes, run only the test classes what I mentioned here. Then validate. Once you validate, you need to check the status. Failed. Why it failed? View details. Now, when I created, I got 100% code coverage there, right? When I created, 100% code coverage there. But what happened here? Test exam. Now, when I created there, I got 100% code coverage, right? So, what should I do now? Once again, validate, run specific, example test. Now, when you are testing in your sandbox, you are getting 100%. When I am testing here, we are not getting 100%. Why? Because it is running along with the rest of the code. When it is running along with the rest of the code, there may be a possibility of test coverage issue. Failed. What is the fail here? Code coverage warning. Code coverage warning. But as per our classes, everything is perfect, right? As per our classes, everything is perfect, right? As per the classes, what we considered, everything is perfect. But here, it is throwing an exception. Why? When it is running along with the rest of the code, when you are running along with the rest of the code, it is throwing an error. What was this? Test code is 0% for test example. But when you went to the test example, go to this. What is the test code is for test example? What is the coverage? You got 100% coverage. You got 100% coverage. So if there is any code which is already existing, which is impacting this, obviously I am going to get what? Test coverage. Are you getting my point here? I got there 100%, but when you are running here, you are getting this issue. So what I will do now? One thing I will go back. I have to fix it. Go back, validate. If not, I will recreate one more instead. What we got here? Validate. Then once the validation is succeeded, then I am going with what? Then I'm going with the deploy. First, always go with what? Validation. Once the validation is done, then we are going to deploy. Once everything is deployed, create objects, student objects. In this, we got amount. Tax. I hope you are clear with this. Right? So what I am doing, from ChangeSet, I created outbound ChangeSet. Using the outbound ChangeSet, I uploaded to production. In the production, we receive like inbound ChangeSet. In the inbound ChangeSet, I validated. Then I go and deploy. Are you getting my point here? Clear for everyone? Right? This is what? Deploying the code using ChangeSet. Deploying the code using ChangeSet. Any further queries on this point? People are clear with this?